So this is where you snuck off to. I was looking everywhere for you. I was actually beginning to worry that you might have left without saying goodbye, but then someone said there's a guy sitting out on the front porch looking all pensive and introspective. Okay, fine. They didn't say pensive and introspective, but that's what you look like out here. Do you mind if I join you? I'm sorry we haven't been able to hang out at all. I kind of got drafted into last-minute hostess duties. If she wasn't my best friend, I would have absolutely told her no. Who plans so many parties and events for a New Year's Eve party? I know how much you hate these kinds of things, so thank you for coming. I know. The 20-plus text asking you to come didn't really give you much choice in the matter. What can I say? I just really wanted you to be here. Did you at least have a good time even though we couldn't hang out? No, you're joking, right? You had a terrible time? How come? You actually don't know anyone else at this party? That can't be true. You must know someone else. Wow, I'm literally the only person you know here. You felt uncomfortable inside, so you've basically just been hanging outside here. Now I feel even worse for not getting to spend any time with you. You probably think I'm a horrible friend. You're not supposed to agree with me. You're supposed to say, oh no, you're wonderful and not a horrible friend. You know, something like that to make me feel better about myself. Oh, was that? No, you can't take it back. You might have muttered it, but I heard you. You said you missed me tonight. Yes, you did. Really? You didn't say that? Why would you have said I missed Mew tonight? That doesn't make sense. You said I missed you tonight. Hey, you don't have to be embarrassed about it. I also missed you tonight. When I was running around making sure all the party games were going smoothly, making sure there were enough snacks and drinks and talking to all the guests, all I could think about was that I would rather be hanging out with you. Seriously? You don't believe me? Why? No, wait. You can't just say you're leaving after dropping something like that. I'm not being childish. I'm just going to block you from leaving until you tell me why. You don't believe me because it looked like I was having fun? With him? Him? You thought I was too busy to hang out with you, but I was making time for him? Is that why you left the party and came outside? Oh, sweetie, no. It's definitely not like that. He's my best friend's boyfriend. He was just helping me with everything since she couldn't. Now I'm thinking that I definitely should have introduced you to. But it sounds to me like you were jealous. Yes, it does. You got upset at the idea of me spending time with someone else, so you got jealous. Wow, I was not expecting you to admit it so soon. I thought I was going to have to poke and prod a bit more. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that you got jealous. It's kind of the reason I invited you here. Oh no, God no. To be clear, I did not invite you here with the intention of making you jealous. I invited you here because I wanted to spend time with you and talk about us. Yes, us. Me and you and I wanted to talk about us. Unless you don't think there's an us to talk about? Okay, I'm glad you also want to talk about us. I was beginning to worry that my constant barrage of text might have scared you off from the idea of an us. You like it when I spam you with texts? I'm sure there's a more romantic way to say that. Did you really have to say I spam you? Okay, fine. I'll admit it. I do text you a lot, but that was just my way of showing you that I was interested in you. When we first started hanging out, you would send me a good morning text every morning, and then you just stopped, so I picked up the slack. You stopped because you were worried that I was going to get sick of them? I guess I should have told you sooner. I really enjoy waking up to a good morning message from you with a lame pun attached. Oh, come on. Don't pretend to be offended. You know your puns are lame, but I enjoy them nonetheless because it's just one of the many things that make you, you. No matter what other people think or say, you always do what makes you happy, and that's one of the things I admire the most about you. Do you mind if I hold your hand? I think that might help me keep my nerve for the rest of this. Your hand is really warm for someone who's been sulking outside. I'm just teasing. I like how warm it is. I like how my hand fits in yours. So, I've been thinking about us a lot lately. Namely, if there even wasn't us to begin with. I guess with everything that's happened tonight, I'm sure now that there is an us, or at least something between us. Truthfully, I was scared before, when I wasn't even sure if there was an us, and now I think I'm just as scared. Actually, maybe even more scared. Sorry, I didn't realize how tightly I was gripping your hand until now. You don't mind if I squeeze your hand tightly? You're also scared? Feelings are terrifying, aren't they? I don't think I've ever had my heart racing like this before. The movies make this seem so easy. Two people find each other, they say they love each other, and the story ends. The credits roll. All their problems have been solved. Oh, yes, fine. You got me. I have been binging on cheesy holiday movies. I know they all have the same plot, and it's so predictable, but it's a weakness of mine, I can't help it. But I am being serious. I wish things could be that easy. I'm scared of the feelings that I have, and I'm also very scared of getting hurt. I think I understand why they call it Cupid's arrow now, because it just pierces through all the walls we put up around ourselves and leaves us exposed to what we're feeling and everything that goes with it. This time last year, we didn't even know each other. I was at a point in my life where I had basically sworn off relationships, and then I met you. I'm going to be honest, this was not a case of love at first sight. At first, you were just a random guy who got assigned to the seat next to me in class. Then you were the friend I didn't know I needed. And then, I don't know what happened. One day I just realized I had these feelings for you. And it all happened so fast. I tried so hard to figure out how it happened, but it all happened so naturally, I just couldn't. I blame those damn puns. They made me drop my guard. Everything about you was just so easy. No, I'm not trying to call you easy. It's just... It was so easy to talk to you. So easy to hang out with you. So easy to text you or call you. Without realizing it, you had become a big part of my life in a short period of time. It was like my world became undone by you. I didn't know how I felt about anything anymore. I didn't care about my past relationships and how they hurt. I just knew that when I saw your name appear on my phone, or if I saw you greet me with that smile, my heart would beat faster, and I started to believe we could be something. You're asking me why I didn't say anything sooner? You don't exactly wear your heart on your sleeve. I didn't know how you felt, so I cut my cards close to my chest. I thought that tonight at this party, this might be the perfect chance for me to tell you everything. Everything about what I'm feeling. About how I'm drawn to you physically, emotionally, intellectually. About how I'm scared of getting hurt again. And about how I don't even know what's going to happen, and that this might end before we begin. I was psyching myself up for it, hence the 20+ texts to make sure you're going to be here. And then, when my best friend asked me to take over the hosting because she couldn't, I wanted to say I hesitated, but I didn't. I gave into the fear and used it as an excuse to avoid you, and avoid talking about my feelings. I guess I don't have much practice in actually feeling my feelings. I'm sorry. This must be a lot for you to take in. Huh? What? Why are you hugging me like this? You thought I could use one? You thought right. This is nice. So I take it I haven't scared you away with all this talk about feelings? Are you sure you want to say that? Promising to be here and hear me out for as long as I need? Thank you, it's reassuring having you say that while holding me like this. Do you want to say anything? Oh, you're gonna let me finish, huh? You're worried that your charm might throw me off? I must say, you're so humble. Your humility is one of the things I'd like about you. I chickened out so many times in the past, trying to have this conversation with you. I thought about just not saying anything, letting things play out, letting them take a natural course. What's a natural course, you say? I don't even know myself. You know how I said I was scared of these feelings and scared of getting hurt? Well, then I found something that scared me even more. Not saying anything and losing you completely. It was terrifying. I know I wouldn't lose you like that, but I guess a better way to phrase it would be that another girl would come along and see how great you are and steal you away. I kind of thought that our relationship was in a little micro bubble and I had you all to myself. I thought I had you by my side and no one else would be able to see how amazing you are, and I would be able to keep you forever. And then my bubble burst when a girl I know asked if you were single, and I realized that I could lose you, that other people could see what I was seeing in you. And I hated that I felt so possessive over you when I hadn't even been able to tell you how I felt. And that's when I knew I had to tell you everything about what I was feeling. I think I'm rambling now, but I don't want to keep my cards close to my chest anymore. I want to lay them all out for you. I really, really, really like you. So you really, 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 really like me too? There you go, throwing me off with your charm after you told me you wouldn't. I know we're both scared, but I want us to try. I want to be with you. I want to be that couple that everyone looks at and say relationship goals. I want to go out on dates with you and show you off as my arm candy. I want to get into cheesy couple fights about what we're eating. I want to stay in while we're feeling lazy and binge watch shows while eating junk food. I want to hold you tightly and tell you everything's going to be alright when you're upset, and you for me. I want a relationship with you. Boyfriend and girlfriend. The whole 9 yards, the good and the bad. The highs and lows and everything in between. I want you. You feel the same way about me? My heart can finally stop racing now that you've actually said it. As much as I don't want this hug to end, there's something I want to show you. There's this game we were playing tonight. It's called Kiss Collecting. As everyone arrived, we gave each woman 5 chocolate kisses and told the men to collect as many of the chocolate kisses as they could during the party. I wanted to show you I still have all 5 of mine. There was only one person I wanted to share. Whoa, look at the time. It's almost midnight. I didn't even realize. You know, according to some folklore, the first person you encounter in a new year and the nature of this encounter sets the tone for the rest of the year. They say that a midnight kiss strengthens a budding relationship, and avoiding it could mean a loveless year ahead. Yes, that was a roundabout way of asking if you'd like to kiss me at midnight. Sorry about that. I'm just really nervous since you just agreed to be my boyfriend, and I didn't want to seem too forward or too pushy. And you didn't have to call me out like that. Oh, you would like that? You've actually been wanting to kiss me for a while? I've also wanted that. I hope you don't mind if I take charge like this. You're so red. It's precious. Hey, let's count down together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, that felt so good. You know, there's no rule that says we have to stop kissing after midnight.